The Nissan GTR will cease to exist forever, and today we tell you why. Such an iconic car deserves that we tell its story and understand why this happened. The GTR saga began in 1969 with the Nissan Skyline GTR, a sports sedan that quickly earned the nickname Ako Suka, a combination of Ako, meaning box, and Suka, short for Skyline, due to its boxy design. Equipped with a 6-cylinder inline engine and 160 horsepower, this vehicle laid the foundation for what would become a legendary line. Over the decades, the GTR evolved, going through several generations that increased its power and sophistication. However, it was in 2007 when Nissan launched the R35 model, marking a significant milestone. This model not only broke with tradition by disassociating from the Skyline name, but also incorporated cutting-edge technology that positioned it as an accessible supercar. The GTR R35 quickly earned the nickname Godzilla in the automotive world, a reference to the famous Japanese monster known for its power and dominance. This nickname arose due to the GTR's ability to compete with, and in many cases, surpass European supercars that were twice its price. Its all-wheel drive system, combined with a 3.8-liter twin-turbo V6 engine, offered impressive acceleration and handling, making it a legend on the tracks and streets. In 2008, during a test at the Nürburgring circuit, the GTR surprised the world by recording times that rivaled those of prestigious brands like Porsche and Ferrari, solidifying its status as Godzilla in the automotive world. Over the years, Nissan has released exclusive versions of the GTR that you surely remember, Raz. For example, the Usain Bolt edition. In collaboration with the Jamaican sprinter Usain Bolt, a special gold-colored edition was created, auctioned in 2012 to raise funds for the Usain Bolt Foundation or the GTR50 by Italdesign. To celebrate the 50th anniversary of the GTR and Italdesign, a limited edition of 50 units was produced with a unique design and a power of 710 horsepower. The GTR has also set impressive records. Drift record. In 2016, a modified GTR Nismo achieved the Guinness World Record for the fastest drift, reaching a speed of 304.96 kilometers per hour at a 30-degree angle. You probably also recognize this car because it has been featured in multiple media. It has appeared in movies from the Fast and Furious saga, solidifying its image as a high-performance vehicle desired by motor enthusiasts. And it is also a standout vehicle in franchises like Gran Turismo and Need for Speed, allowing players to virtually experience its power and handling. Since its debut, the Nissan GTR has been synonymous with innovation and performance. But what really makes this vehicle so special? The heart of the GTR is its VR38D engine, a 3.8-liter twin-turbo V6 that, in its initial version, delivered 480 horsepower at 6,400 RPM and a torque of 588 Nm from 3,200 to 5,200 RPM. Over the years, this engine was refined, reaching up to 600 horsepower in the Nismo versions. This power is transmitted to all four wheels through a 6-speed dual-clutch transmission, allowing gear changes in just 150 milliseconds. This setup, along with its Atisa ETS all-wheel drive system, provides impressive acceleration. The GTR can go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in approximately 2.7 seconds in its most recent versions. The GTR stands out not only for its power but also for its advanced technology. It incorporated a Bilstein Dampronic suspension system with electronically adjustable dampers, offering 3 driving modes: Comfort, Normal, and R, adapting to various driving conditions. Inside, the GTR features a multifunction display developed in collaboration with Polyphony Digital, creators of the Gran Turismo video game series. This screen provides detailed information about the vehicle's performance, such as G-forces, turbo pressure, and power distribution, allowing the driver to monitor and enhance their driving experience. But why did this iconic and powerful car cease to exist? Over the years, environmental and safety regulations have become more stringent worldwide. The GTR faced challenges in complying with these regulations, which led to its withdrawal from several key markets. In Europe and the United Kingdom, GTR sales were suspended in March 2022 due to new noise regulations that came into effect in June of that year. After 13 years in the European market, with over 11,000 units sold, the GTR could not adapt to these stricter regulations. In Australia and New Zealand on October 31, 2021, the GTR was discontinued in these markets due to the inability to comply with the new side impact regulations. Over 12 years of sales since its debut in April 2009, 1,021 units were sold in Australia and 89 in New Zealand. In North America, in 2021, it was announced that there would be no GTR model for the year 2022 in North America. Although production resumed for the 2023 model year, sales finally ceased in October 2024. Marking the end of an era for the US market. We could say that all of this happened due to two factors. First, the demand for electric vehicles. Consumers are showing an increasing interest in more sustainable and fuel-efficient vehicles. This trend has led manufacturers to focus on the development of electric vehicles and to reconsider the viability of traditional high-consumption models, like the GTR. Additionally, due to government regulations, many countries have implemented policies to reduce carbon emissions, setting ambitious targets for the adoption of electric vehicles. These policies have forced manufacturers to adapt quickly or face penalties, which has affected the continuity of models like the GTR. In addition to regulatory and market pressures, Nissan has faced internal difficulties that have influenced the decision to discontinue the GTR. The company has been dealing with significant financial problems, including a decline in sales and challenges in key markets, such as the United States and China. These problems have led to job cuts and a review of the product strategy. Attempts to merge with other manufacturers, such as Honda, have not been successful, leaving Nissan in a vulnerable position in a highly competitive market. Despite recent challenges, Nissan remains committed to innovation and performance in the sports car segment. In 2022, Nissan introduced the new Nissan Z, known as Z34, which represents the 7th generation of the legendary Z series. This model, equipped with a 3.0-liter twin-turbo V6 engine that produces 400 horsepower, combines retro design with modern technology. Although its availability is limited in certain markets due to emission regulations, the Nissan Z has been well received by enthusiasts and critics alike. What can be expected for the future of the GTR? Some rumors suggest that the board of directors might be discussing an electric version of the GTR, but it is not yet confirmed. And there is still much to advance in research for this to become a reality. Although really, in terms of confirmed data, the only thing we have is that, with the recent appointment of Ivan Espinosa as the new CIO of Nissan, rumors have emerged about the possible resurrection of the Nissan Silvia, a sports model that ceased production in 2002. Espinosa, who will assume the position on April 1, 2025. He has previously expressed his interest in reviving this iconic vehicle, which could strengthen the brand's image in the compact sports segment. But Ivan has not expressed anything regarding the GTR. The farewell of the Nissan GTR does not mark the end of Nissan's passion for high-performance sports vehicles. The brand is exploring new frontiers, combining its legacy of power and performance with the current demands for sustainability and advanced technology. The future of Nissan in the sports segment promises to be exciting. With models that honor the past while looking towards an electric horizon,